You're not going to read me this time, Froggy. We are here to read the Justice League. Yes, indeed. Yeah. No cheers.
Okay. Yes!
Yay!
Woo! Yay!
I guess it doesn't have the same appeal as Spider-Man, but
yes. Ooh.
But let's go ahead and take a look at our wonderful cast before we get into this issue of Justice League International. Yeah, they're going international this issue. To my side, you can see he's a little icon. He's our little icon. He is a little menace, too. It is Froggy.
Hi.
Whoa.
Okay. And if you look over there, usually she's every woman in the world. This time she's every woman in the world plus a guy. So it's Miranya.
Good evening, everyone.
Yeah. That happened.
We're going there again.
And if we look over there, who is it? He's somebody's future and our current present. It is Mr. Trusty's sidekick.
Good evening.
It's your boy, Zach Trusty. Oh my gosh, they combined.
Well, he has to represent. All right. If you look right down there, you can see him. He's right there. He has the cool stuff on his wall. No, not this cool stuff. That cool stuff. It is Mr. Graf Ickman.
Howdy.
You see right there, he's usually our narrator, but he has quite a few roles tonight. He also took a hit on the head. It is Mr. Eric Breen.
Ouch.
Yes. And finally, of course, you can't have a full cast without a little LK right there.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah. Now, before we get in this issue, we have to do the same thing I always do because, I have to run the book. So I have to turn off my camera. Yeah.
Yay! We also have no Captain Whitebread tonight.
He's off getting whitebread.
He's busy getting cake.
And I also want to point out, you're not cool unless you have Captain William T. Riker on your wall.
Sure. All right. Now we are going to take a look at this 38-page special. So I said 39 earlier. And here we go. Justice League Headquarters.
This is Mr. Guy.
Oh, Toto. Somehow I don't think we're in Kansas anymore. Oh, man. What the hell happened? What? Oh, yeah. I remember now. He hit me. That bat-eared moron hit me. Just like him to nail me with a lucky punch. Well, we'll see who. Wait a minute. Where's my power ring? Remember handing it to the Beetle, and then that creep tossed it over there. Ah, there you are. So dark I can hardly... Got it, I think, on the tip of my fingers. If I can just... now it feels like some kind of fur. Yow!
Wonk. A place that's not a place.
You're a fool, Dr. Fate, if you think teleporting this building out of Stone Ridge will change anything.
A fool, of course.
I'm the Gray Man. I I have the power to equal you and your fellow Lords of Order.
Of course you do.
Again and again you've tried to stop me, but it's clear now that I've won.
You don't understand, do you?
Stop being so damn passive-aggressive.
You never had a chance.
Wow.
These little parlor tricks won't help you, Fate. And it's about time you realize that. Oh, no. Not again.
You will not address the Lords of Order, Gray Man, unless we first address you. Although we are inclined to make an exception in this case.
Please, you've got to understand. It's not my fault. It was fate. That's right. He did it. He made me.
Silence.
Yes. Of course. Whatever you say.
You have failed us. Abused the precious gift we have bestowed upon you.
Gift? What are you talking about? All these centuries I've suffered. You punished me for looking upon you. For...
No. It was never a punishment. Never the curse you believed it to be. It was a blessing.
No other human before or since has ever dared what you dared. It took much to impress us, but you did.
Are you telling me that you were rewarding me? By making me the Gray Man?
Yes.
I don't want your damned reward.
So be it.
You mean you're going to set me free? I'll have peace after all these years?
In that time, what you want.
Yes. Oh, please. Yes.
Then you shall have it.
He was a nice man.
Yes, he was.
What of his task?
There are others far more willing than he was. There must always be a Gray Man, and there always will be. Perhaps you, Nabu.
No.
You worry us, Nabu. You have walked too long among men.
And you've hovered too long above them.
We will continue this conversation another day. For now,
enjoy Timothy Dalton in The Living Daylights.
The best Bond ever.
Let's all go to the movies.
return to your friends.
I feel like I've got a hangover. So how come I don't remember getting drunk?
Oh, Canary, is that you?
Uh-huh.
Funny. Mother never told me it'd be like this.
Fate, what's going on here? Where's...
The gray man has been dispatched. Reality has returned to its normal shape. All is as it was before.
Care to elaborate on that?
No.
Bastard.
It's time for us to go.
Typical Fate. So that's it? We run around like lunatics? Get beat up on? And now everything's hunky-dory and we don't even get to find out why?
Precisely.
Makes sense to me.
Hey, how come no one seems to notice us?
More of your magic, Fate?
These people have been disturbed enough.
I don't like your style, Fate. This is a team, and we've got to work together as...
A lecture on teamwork from you, Batman. If I had a sense of humor, I would laugh.
Sounds like a beetle.
And if I knew how to cast spells, I'd turn you into a newt.
A newt.
After what we just went through for you, you might at least say thank you.
You did nothing for me. You did it for mankind. Now, if you'll excuse me, there are matters I must attend to, questions I must ponder.
Yeah, right. You have a nice day, too. If he thinks he's getting a Christmas present from me this year, he's crazy.
Think I'll be turning along too, guys and gals. Please, no tears. I hate it when a grown superhero cries. Oh, and Batman,
What?
don't ever change. I love you just the way you are.
You gotta admit, pretty funny. I don't think so. Me neither.
Think we could stop somewhere for a bite to eat? I'm starving.
Hunger is good for the soul, Canary.
And they haven't invented Big Belly Burger yet.
So, what do we do now? Get the hell out of here. By the way, Mr. Miracle, you're on monitor duty when we get back.
Monitor duty.
Didn't I just say that?
But I promised Barda that
Barda?
my wife.
You're married?
Yeah.
In our line of work, that's not exactly a wise move. Your wife.
Could probably take out the Joker with one hand.
Now, see, that doesn't make sense to me because, well, I mean, you read so much of Batman, how he's always prepared, he knows everything.
Uh-huh.
He would have the dossier. He would know that Scott was married to Barda.
Mm-hmm.
Well, as Christ says, he's just...
That's later.
The United Nations.
Mr. Lord, there's a Martian here to see you. He says he has an appointment.
John Jones, I'm so pleased you could make it. How are things going?
My teammates are missing. Captain Marvel is recovering from injuries, and I am not in a good mood.
Did I ask how your mood? Yes, well, I've got a terrible headache myself.
The events you've set in motion have forced me to come here, Max. I didn't particularly want to.
Did I ask if you wanted to, you big green dope? I
You
assure
did telepathically.
I assure you that once we're done, you'll be very glad you did.
You have Oreos? Let's hope so, for your sake. Your manipulation of the new league has been...
All for the League's own good, believe me. Now come with me, asshole. Please?
I heard that.
I said it aloud. This is big, John. Really big.
I've been fully briefed.
And you look like you have a grip on yourself.
Excuse me, but you're not really from Mars, are you?
I am.
Yeah, sure. And my Uncle Abe's a Vulcan.
Live long and prosper.
The League could benefit greatly from this, John.
I was thinking more of the benefits to the world.
Well, that goes without saying.
Does it?
I just said it anyway. Step right in. My own private office. Impressive, huh?
Not especially.
That's what I value about you, John. Nothing. Your honesty. Now, just sit down. Relax. Can I get you a drink?
No.
A magazine?
Can we get on with this, please?
Of course. I'm just waiting for my associate to arrive so that we can... Ah, there he is now. I believe you two know each other.
Oberon?
Small world, huh?
Especially for you. But Barda, honey, you don't understand. No, I didn't mean... Listen, it's just that we all have to take our turn at monitor duty. I'll be home in 24 hours.
24 hours?
What a difference a day makes.
Scot-free. We haven't had more than 5 minutes alone together in weeks.
But Batman said...
Batman, from what you've told me... More the line, please. That jerk makes Granny Goodness look like a saint.
Nice bunny slippers.
I don't understand why you had to join the Justice League in the first place. Were you that bored with...
No, but we discussed it thoroughly before.
We didn't discuss anything. You and Oberon discussed it, then announced it over dinner.
By the way, honey, have you seen Oberon lately? You haven't seen Oberon lately, have you?
No, and if I do, I'm gonna squash him like the little cockroach he is.
Bitch.
Hey,
There goes another phone.
Well,
What happened to my phone? That was my favorite one.
that's your phone.
well, no one ever said marriage was going to be easy. But I wonder where Guy is. He should have been monitoring while we were away. But it looks like he skipped out on us. Probably mad because Batman took him down so easily. Well, at least Batman was quick. Barda's probably going to take me apart one limb at a time. And I'm going to like it.
It's time I had a nice long talk with Guy Gardner. If these new plans for the League pan out, if they get the new status Maxwell Lord is pushing for, Guy has got to get his act together. I still don't understand why they even let him in the new League. For that matter, I don't understand why we let him in the Green Lantern Corps either. Ah, well, take a deep breath, Hal. This isn't going to be easy.
Hey, we've got another Green Lantern on approach. And according to the computer, it's not just a Green Lantern. It's the Green Lantern. The original. Oh, well, depending on where you're from.
Caucasian male, late 20s.
Security gives him the all clear, so... I wonder what he wants. Maybe he's come to take Guy far, far away. Nah, we'd never be that lucky.
I can't stress enough how important this new league status is. If we can achieve our goal...
Our goal?
Why are you repeating me, you dumb... Let me just say, John, that the success of the new Justice League is as important to me as it is to you.
It can never be as important to you as it is to me. The League, in all its forms, has been my life since I first came to this planet. It's virtually impossible for me to separate myself from it. Which is why I don't intend to let you damage us in any...
Damage you? He's trying to help you, for crying out loud. Look, Manhunter, Lord's on the up and up. He's a good guy. I can vouch for him.
And who will vouch for you?
Mr. Rourke? Yeah. But you don't really know me. But you've been working side by side with Scott. So you gotta know he's as good as they come. And me, I've been Scott's partner, his buddy, for a long time now. I wouldn't do anything to hurt him. This is really important, John. I wouldn't be working with Max if I didn't think it was.
It's not that I doubt the validity of the idea. It's just that... Let's say, for argument's sake, that I go along with you. There's no guarantee the UN will go along with us.
Oh, they will. They will.
How can you be so sure?
I've lined all their pockets.
Because the UN's corrupt as hell?
You're not going to push them, are you?
I've got connections. And an awesome smile.
Click.
Excellent.
The White House.
Zach's home.
Oh.
Mr. Breen, graphics off right now. So
Okay.
Oh, it's a pleasure to finally meet you.
Superman.
Superman.
We've met before, Mr. President.
We have?
Yes, sir. Several times.
You'll have to excuse me, Superman. I've been under quite a bit of pressure lately, and...
Understood, sir.
Well, at any rate, you've read the proposal. What do you think?
What do you think, Mr. President?
I asked you first.
I think it's a good idea, sir, and long overdue. They're a good team. I have some problems with the way Batman operates on his own, of course, but I have to admit, he's taken the League well in hand. In short, sir, I approve of and heartily recommend this move.
I wish I shared your enthusiasm. There are so many ramifications to a decision like this, and I think it's time I started considering long-term ramifications. I've got to talk to Nancy.
Of course, sir. I've got to go now, Mr. President, but if you should need me...
Understood, Superman, and thank you. You're a good American.
I try, sir.
At least you were back then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know who'd be a great liaison is this guy I've met, Oliver North. Fantastic guy. Great judge of character.
Well, there you go again.
Oh, Ronnie. Oh, Ronnie.
Man, oh man.
Just
I
say
feel
no.
good. There were no lasting effects from what the Gray Man did to me. No bruises from the whomping John gave me. And now that I know that the others got out of that mess in Stone Ridge in one piece, well, who could ask for anything more? Well, maybe I could. I've enjoyed my time with the League. Heck,
It's been the biggest thrill of my life next to being Captain Marvel. But I'm still not sure if it's the right thing for me. I've been so involved with the League that the rest of my life has kind of gone on the back burners. Do you know, being a kid is so hard. Holy moly! I never thought being a superhero would be so darn confusing. I'm going to have to think this out over some Twinkies by Hostess, in which you get a big delight from every bite and milk before. Oh, wow! Another Green Lantern? Maybe we're finally getting rid of Guy. Nah, we'd never be that lucky.
I just don't understand it. He's so...
He is, isn't he? Well, something wrong, fellas?
Depends on how you look at it.
Hey, aren't you the first one? I mean, first
Yes.
straight one.
Yes. Hey, don't go there. Yes, I am.
Well, it's really an honor to meet you, sir.
The honor's mine, Captain Marvel. I dropped by to talk to Guy, get him to clean up his act before all the big changes kick in.
Changes?
Puberty.
Oh, I'm just starting that. You told me all about it. I'll fill you in later. How come we're always the last ones to find out about this stuff? Anyway, how'd Guy take your little lecture?
That's just it. He took it very well. Incredibly well. Amazingly well. In fact, he thanked me for dropping by.
Thanked you? Are we talking about the same Guy Gardner? Well, the best we can figure is that he got a bad bump on the head and, well, I think you'd better see this for yourself.
Hopefully he's got pants on.
He does.
Okay.
And you light up my life. La da da dee doo 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 dee.
Thanks, Debbie.
He's reading Cosmo.
Look, guys, I've done my bit. He's all yours from here on in.
Maybe you're not straight with a pose like that, but
Who knows? Maybe it's a sign from heaven.
That's not a sign. That's a sign of hell.
Bye, guys.
yeah, maybe we're finally being rewarded for putting up with him all these weeks. But somehow, I doubt it.
They long to be close to you.
Am I blue?
La da da da, close to you.
Spooky, isn't it?
But my lip game is on point.
Yeah.
And,
Were
this,
his eyes
and this
always
is
blue?
Jack Ryder's hot seat. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jack Ryder with an exclusive report concerning that band of so-called superheroes, the Justice League. I just noted the League's most recent disaster as they rampage through a small Vermont town. Stone Ridge looks very peaceful tonight, but a few short hours ago there was madness, terror, and the League was in the middle of it. So shocked, so shaken are the residents of Stone Ridge that most were too afraid to speak publicly on the League's disruption of their lives.
Yeah, that's right.
Human
Jameson?
sacrifice, dogs and cats living together.
Mass hysteria.
Come on, leave me alone, huh? Will ya? Huh?
Paul Schaefer, is it you?
Maybe.
And now comes news that the League is seeking international status for their Power Mad clique. For a look at the international ramifications of such an event, I welcome my very special guest, Colonel Uman Harshavani, ruler of the nation of Yala. Welcome, Colonel.
It is being my pleasure here to be, Mr. Ryder.
Yes, well, could you tell us about your country's recent encounter with the Justice League?
It is being my pleasure to be here, Mr. Ryder.
It's true, isn't it, that the League recently invaded Biala, and in so doing created a major international incident?
It is being my pleasure to be here, Mr. Ryder.
What a moron. Maroon.
What an ignoramus.
Perhaps we should bring in our Bialian translator so we can get a more in-depth account from the Colonel.
It is being my pleasure here to...
Yes, I know.
Taking into consideration media hostility,
Odds.
odds on United Nations accepting our proposal? Nil. Recommendation? Change the odds.
Dun, dun, dun.
Beady, beady, beady.
It's the Eradicator again. Crap.
Ooh.
Oh, what's going on?
Eep.
You're talking to yourself. Oh, I don't know. It's never gone off like this before. Must be big.
That's what she said.
Well, do you think it could be an alien invasion? I've always wanted to battle an alien invasion.
That's next year's event.
Oh, thank you, voice in the sky.
Go ahead.
Well, I don't know. Computer's feeding it in now. Maybe it's little green men from Mars.
It's only the last green Martian, you dummy.
Actually, John's from Mars, and he's pretty big.
That's what she said.
Gosh, fellas, what's all the ruckus? I hope there's not any trouble.
There sure is.
Well, gee whiz. I sure hope I can be of some assistance.
It's coming in now. Cut off text! Demons of Apocalypse!
Warning, defensive strike satellite now operational, spreading 2 mile wide, heavy base beam across
Byron?
Indian Ocean.
Is that the Tinker's aliens again?
We'd better call in the others. Fast.
Smack. Cut off text again.
Yeah.
Too small now. Zoom in.
Also
Zoom
what
in.
she said.
It's cold.
Yes, I think it would be a good idea to consult with Batman about this. He's got such a well-honed intellect.
Guy, are you sure you're feeling all right?
Why, yes, Captain. I feel just fine. But thank you ever so much for your concern.
Tom Taylor, is that you writing?
He wishes. Bad timing. Very bad. You can go now, Herbert.
But,
Go ahead.
but sir, we have to. It's so much work to.
Go, Herbert.
Yes, sir.
A major international crisis at such a crucial time. I'd almost believe that. No, it couldn't. It wouldn't. Would it? It did. How come I'm always the last one to find out about this stuff?
Maybe LK's phone could tell you.
Batman's the top.
What is it, Doctor? Why does it exist?
Well, it seems to exist solely to destroy.
I need more information.
We have precious little. Major tidal waves seem to precede it. Earthquakes, volcanic eruptions. It made landfall at 0300. We're working with the Army and National Guard to evacuate the populations in its projected path. Other nations are taking similar actions.
It's not that good.
No.
You say good. You say good.
Oh. What do you mean? I don't know who's reading this.
It's on a collision course with a nuclear base. Several bases, actually.
How long till it hits?
3 hours if our projections have any meaning. We don't really know. My God, all those warheads going off at once.
We'll see that it never happens.
We will?
Star Labs is at your service, Batman. And maybe my Russian accent will go too.
Is that Emil?
I don't know. That's why I did it, just in case. Hey, Scott, do you really think we can stop this thing? Well, Billy, if you want an honest answer. Not especially. Oh, well then, it'll be a piece of cake.
Zach?
Zach,
Pipe down back there.
sorry.
Have you located the beam source?
A satellite of no recognizable design. As far as we can tell, nothing like that was ever made on this planet.
Remote instructional, blah, blah, blah. What about Mars?
No.
Can you get us up there, Doctor?
Well, that's the easy part. We can have you spacebound in half an hour.
Or we've got a Green Lantern.
Yeah. Are you telling me that guy volunteered for monitor duty?
Don't look at me, Canary. I don't believe it either.
Monitor duty's swell.
Batman.
Guy's not our only problem. Or guy's not our problem right now. That is.
I'm getting readings of tremendous power, almost off the scale.
Get as close as safety permits.
We're well past the safety point already.
I see. Are your modifications of the ship's weapons systems complete?
Yes, but your text bubble is cut off.
Then etz see wet ak. Oh. Zoom in. Closer.
Closer still.
Then let's see if we can knock that thing out of the sky or space, because we're not in the sky anymore.
If we can't, I'll eat my mask.
On Twitch.
Do you need salt?
Yes, please, and a little pepper. Shoo, shoo. Scuttle.
How would you like that cooked?
Rare. With a mild cheese sauce, please. So, now what?
We go out there.
Kirk to Spock. Kirk to Spock. Come in, Spock.
Cut that out, Beetle. I want you all on your toes.
Pretty hard, considering we're not standing on anything.
Beetle!
All right. Okay.
I assume you have some plan of attack, Batman?
Of course, I have 12 of them.
But yet you didn't know that Scott was married to Barda. So.
Shh. You want to end up like guy? I just haven't figured out what it is yet.
Oh.
But I have faith in you, all of you. We're going to beat this.
He can't figure it out. He doesn't have his thinking ears on.
Yeah, where are his ears?
They're folded under his headphones.
Oh, you think he did.
Sure. You win that no prize.
I'm wearing my Midnighter mask. No defense mechanism visible, but just because we can't see them. That doesn't mean they're not there. Move, people!
Yeah!
One rip in these suits and we're dead.
That was Guy, not sure.
Guys on
Guy's
monitor duty.
he's not there.
Am I going to read first?
I
Bottom?
think it's Martian.
Oh, how observant.
We've got to nullify these things, but there are so many of them.
So many Daredevil Billy Clubs flying around.
That's like the two.
I believe I can deal with that problem.
You're blind. You can catch all these?
Like this.
Hurry! It's about to launch more of them.
Don't worry, Beetle. It won't be launching anything ever again.
Blast took most of them. We should be able to handle the rest.
That's Booster.
Oh. Batman? Am I crazy? Or is that a camera? A camera? Cover me. I'm going in.
But you can't just...
Do as you're told, Captain Whitebread.
Yes, sir. I think that's Booster on the right.
It is.
Chin up, Marvel. Between your strength and my force field, we've got these missiles on the run.
Not only that, Booster, but they don't seem to be following Batman. Maybe they can't risk damaging the satellite.
A camera, and from the looks of it, a camera manufactured on Earth. Now, what can...
Yeah, right here on the side. Radio Shack.
And that's why they're out of business. Yeah!
Batman! His suit's shredded!
He's dead. He's
dead, Jim. Not dead? You sound surprised. Dead in your force field? I couldn't get to you in time. Then how can I survive? How can I? Damn it! We've been set up.
Damn it, Jim.
The moon landing was a fake. Get me back to the ship.
What about the satellite?
That's up to the others now. I don't know how long I'll remain protected. At least back at the ship. I can try to figure out why.
Are receiving a mysterious signal. Batman undamaged. Camera undamaged.
Eat out jars.
Field actors.
Pictures of an incredible struggle.
Worldwide transitions continuing unimpaired.
Is the Justice League battles against an unknown force?
Taking into consideration public reaction to this transmission.
That seems hell-bent on destroying our planet.
Kiki Puppet Show cancelled.
He's gonna throw a hat.
Odds on United Nations accepting our proposal.
Wouldn't that be odd jobs?
Yeah.
Whatever the outcome, one thing is clear.
Burton.
I don't know. The league is our best. The brightest, our only hope.
Absolutely canceled. And we are assured. Batman should be dead, yet he's not. There's something familiar about all this. Now that I think about it, the design of the satellite almost reminds me of... what? Of course!
Miracle. What does he think he's doing?
Offhand, I'd say. Oh, is this me or Canary? I can't see.
That's you, because he's got muscles.
Okay, come here. No. Offhand, I'd say he's committing suicide. Nice knowing him.
No, it's Canary.
He's flying right into the beam.
Scott, are you out of your mind? Come back here before. No, that was Bruce before.
Well, don't worry about me, Canary. I got the situation well in hand. I'm Mr. Miracle, remember? I specialize in doing the impossible. That sounded really good. I'm glad I said that out loud. Now, in my mind. But if I'm wrong about this, oh well. Too late to turn back now.
I believe. I'm following it.
Scott!
I'm alive, I think. Sure, I'm alive. I can still hear my knees knocking. What that means, I was right about the origin of this satellite. But if I am... Later, Scott. Right now, you've got to disarm this baby. Aqua baby?
It's just cruel.
Nice man's.
Got a light.
There we are. In a familiar matrix configuration at that. And at the center of it,
Take the left or the right pill.
another one of those cameras. We're being watched. But by who? And why?
Watcher.
Big Brother.
I like the watch.
Well, it hardly matters now. Hi, Father.
Hi,
You
son.
with me. You're not my dad.
We got to make a reference that only 5 of us on this are going to get. Alan Funt's behind all this, right?
Yes.
Exactly. We thought it would be funny.
Yes.
Slow, Scott. Slow. You've got the lives of every man, woman, and child on Earth in your hands. Not to mention Barda.
He's got the whole world in his
She'll
hands.
kill me if I screw up. Ping.
Sputter.
He did it!
And
Okay, settle down there.
Zoom back in. There we
and
go.
sacrificed his life in the bargain. Rest well, Mr. Miracle. You shall not be forgotten.
I should hope not. Hi, fellas. Nice night for a celebration, don't you think?
Pipe down, Scott. We're eulogizing you.
Rex Chapman?
Scott?
Later.
Is that me?
I'm thinking it's Maxwell Lord, isn't it?
It could be. How did this get broadcast?
No,
How?
the next one's Max Lord.
How doesn't really matter, does it?
Oh no, it's not.
Oh, it is.
Well, the whole world has seen this. Justice League is being lionized. Hell, they're being canonized from continent to continent. Member nations are pressing for the League resolution to be passed.
Graphic man, you want to take this run?
I still want to know how that got broadcast.
It's like Trash from X-Men.
Yeah, that's kind of.
Doesn't matter.
Of course it matters. I feel like we're all being manipulated, and it's feeling I don't particularly like.
The League would have no reason to do this. Most of them don't even know about the resolution yet. And, questions aside, I think we're all agreed on where to go with this. The entrance of both Captain Atom and the so-called Rocket Red should pacify the Big Two. So, send in Mr. Ward and Mr. Jones.
So what do you think, John? It seems pretty simple, doesn't it? The U.S. wants Captain Atom in. The USSR wants Rocket Red. Agree? And we'll have them both pushing this thing through. Which means we're a shoo-in. So what do you think?
I still feel quite uncomfortable with this, Max.
Oh, for God's sake.
But if I am careful the way I sit, it's all right. But I think it will work. However, I still have several dozen questions regarding that mysterious satellite.
Here, have a drugged version of Oreo.
And I have the strangest feeling you could answer them.
You're a telepath, John. Read my mind, and you'll see that I don't know any more than you do. Now, if we could get back to the matter at hand. See, because it's right there, my hand.
Initiate data retrieval. Revision of suggested JLI membership. Searching. Matches found. Captain Atom. Rocket Red. Looks like Mark 7. Weird.
Crimson Domino.
Dynamo.
Captain Atom. Power level 9 plus. Abilities. Quantum field link enables flight, energy absorption, and discharge. Super strength. Metallic exoshell. He'll sure come in handy.
And he has a nice butt, too.
Don't worry about that discharge. A little Neosporin will clear that right up.
Rocky Red, number 7.
Number
Power-
7. Nice.
Power level 8.3. Abilities high level. Power suit created by Green Lantern Kilowog. Enables flight, power blast, super strength, mecha empathy, and number 2 dial his mother.
And communism.
Russian bots have taken over the computer.
Boy, Batman, I can't believe you got up so early in the morning.
Beetle, will you be quiet and let Scott talk?
Why do I feel like I'm in first grade again?
Because you never left it. Maybe because you're acting like a 6-year-old.
Ouch.
Now, Scott, you were saying before the bad man interrupted you.
I was so sure that the satellite was not from Apocalypse that it took me a while to realize that I had seen it before on New Genesis. That satellite was a training device used by our warriors. It would throw all manner of threats at you. You had to work your tail off to avoid them. But if you screwed up, the device would never hurt you. It always found some means to protect you.
Yeah, I knew that because I'm Batman.
Sure you
So yeah, so that's why it protected me.
did. Exactly. When I saw it save you, everything clicked. I knew I could pass through that death beam unharmed.
That beam was part of your satellite's original programming?
No. Whoever appropriated, yes. The
Big
satellite
words from Scott.
Propitious.
appropriated the satellite, added that on.
Then there was no guarantee that you'd be protected. It should it should very well have fried you like a chicken.
I guess it could have.
Now, if we only knew who was behind it. I've got a better question. What are we doing here?
Yes, I think it's time you told us what's going on. There were reporters swarming all over the place. The manhunter's acting very mysterious.
Well, from what John told me,
Well, I thought we all but agreed.
This is
what?
I was throwing it to graphic.
Oh, good.
This is the Security Council. We can't just rush through a decision like this. There's too much at stake.
somebody say steak?
What was it we were talking about?
Cancel down.
International status for the Justice League. Now, as United States representative, I have my doubts. But the League has agreed to admit Captain Atom, which indicates their readiness to work with member nations.
This is true. We're very pleased that the admission of a Rocket Red has met with no resistance.
Russian. So you're Southern Russian?
Yes, I am.
It's a hillbilly Ruski.
Because we're debating Texans now.
Yeah, he's a
Partner?
he's a real redneck.
Still, I cannot. Still, I cannot help having a certain reckless about this.
Reluctance.
I say Russian words. You don't understand.
Neither do you.
We're placing so much power in the hands of questionable individuals. Look at how big my hand is.
Yeah.
The better to get a grip on yourself.
With the baby microphone.
With all due respect, Alexei, wake up and smell the coffee. This is the 80s. It's modern times. We'll never be better than this.
Okay, Jimmy Stewart, pipe down.
Superheroes are a fact of life. If we agree to this, we can use them for the world's benefit. Graphic.
I understand Alexei's concern. These people are masked. We don't even know who they are. And as much as I support this measure, I know that, at best, we're going to have limited control over them.
Sure beats the hell out of no control, which is what we have now.
Superman?
You think?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Gentlemen, forgive my intrusion. But I'd like to say a few words.
Well, after you get all the lines off your face.
Oh, crap. He's going to make us disarm everything. All the nukes.
That's cross-hatching. How dare you?
So the deal is this. You'll function as a UN-sanctioned international peacekeeping force. Operating virtually as an independent city-state with embassies across the globe.
It sounds too good to be true, Max. And I'm sure.
It is.
It is. Thank you. I knew that. You say we'll be independent. I say we'll be dependent on the will and whim of every government in the UN.
Batman, your resistance is understandable, but misguided. These people are in awe of you. They wouldn't dream of ordering the League around. Besides, you guys could cream any army on Earth.
I still don't like it. We're already being forced to accept 2 members we don't want.
Members you don't want.
Pardon?
Stop speaking for the League, Batman. I like the idea. I think most of us like it. If you want to be paranoid, go ahead. But leave the rest of us out of it.
Women.
Am I right?
Yep.
Although
I'll scream at you.
Although I wouldn't use such harsh language, I'm in agreement with Canary. This is a good idea.
Right. As an official UN liaison, you would agree.
Or a liaison.
I say what I want. I'm Batman.
That was uncalled for. and
And
mispronounced.
You're right, John. And I apologize to you, Mr. Breen.
That's the spirit, folks. That's the idea of long overdue. Captain Adam and Rocket Red are terrific guys. They'd be great additions to the team. Morning, fellas. Gee, I'm sorry I'm late. Didn't get to sleep till almost 3 last night. There was this wonderful evangelist on Channel 11, and he had such interesting things to say. Have any of you ever heard about the power of positive thinking?
Oh, good grief.
Oh, by the way, Batman, sir, that nice Dr. Fate called. He said that although he'll certainly be there for us if we need him, he'll have to decline regular membership. He said it was a question of karmic responsibilities. I don't really know what that means, but it sure sounded impressive.
And the JSA has a non-compete clause.
Listen, I've got something to say. I've really enjoyed my time with the League, but I'm still so new at this. I've got so much to learn about myself that I just don't think I can make the commitment an international league would require. I hope you know how special you all are to me. This has been the most exciting few months of my life, but for now, Captain Marvel's gotta go.
Should have put a zipper in that costume then.
We understand, Captain. And when you decide that you're ready to come back, there will always be a place for you among us.
One more thing. If we're going global, I can't remain in the top spot.
What? Why not?
Too high of a profile. You should know by now I prefer the shadows. Just as I know that the one person really qualified to command an international league is only one of us who really sees this planet as a unified whole. And that's you, John.
Me?
Yes, I said you. Not Guy.
Oh, gee, Cap. You're not really going, are you? I mean, isn't there anything I can do to change your mind?
Well, maybe. No. Now, Guy. Don't get upset. You can always call on me in an emergency. I'll come back for lots of visits.
Promise?
I promise.
Well, now we
Nice.
know why Ice dumped him for Christopher Chase.
Nice mans. People, if you just quiet down a minute.
What do you want, Lord?
In case you didn't know, there's a packed house out there. It's time to meet your public.
Once upon a time, there was the Justice League of America. But that was another era, when the world could afford borders and boundaries, when heroes could claim national loyalties and feel justified in their claims. But in today's world, there's no longer room for borders and boundaries. The walls between nations have to fall if our planet is to survive.
So this is where the Great Reset started.
So, for the new era, a new league. Justice League International.
Dun, dun, dun.
The end.
You'll own nothing and like it.
This speech brought to you by Senator Joseph Biden, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, global
And General
financier
Thunderbolt
George
Ross.
Soros.
There you go. But that was a great issue.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Yes, Jackson Roy Kirk. Absolutely. It's no web slinger, that's for sure. But we have a great time anyway. We want to thank you so much for joining us. We had a blast, I think. Froggy is telling me in my mind, put up the ticker, put up the ticker.
That's not what I said. I said this.
Oh, gosh.
Ugh. Again?
Can't think that.
That was a new one.
Yeah, that was.
Here's the old one.
That's
It's
worse.
worse the 15th time I heard it. Oh,
Awful.
but anyway, want to thank you so much. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We will see you next time. So from all of us, bye!
Bye.
Good night.
Remember, if you can't start a forest fire, get an adult to do it for you.